Your favorite freeloader. Thank you for your tax dollar. I'm eating really good. Thank you for taking care of me.
Do that, but the government takes care of you? That's a joke, and we can't even take care of our own people? You guys literally destroy.
So imagine hopping on YouTube or TikTok and basically bragging in a way that low-key mocks the everyday taxpayer. Yeah, not exactly the smartest move. When you put something like that out publicly, you can't really be shocked when people get upset. Actions have reactions. And honestly, the internet doesn't forget. But that's just the beginning. Today, I came across some of the wildest benefit-related moments floating around online. And trust me, the last clip, you're not going to see that coming.
Donald J. fucking Trump. Let my wife tell me next month that we ain't getting the shit we need for our motherfucking 5 kids. You think I'm playing? This ain't no goddamn joke, Donald. Is it no let me find out my motherfucking stamps don't come through so my motherfucking kids don't eat. We don't have a good ass Sunday meal. Bitch, I'm telling you, I don't know what the fuck is going on in that White House and shit, but y'all better get that shit together. Y'all need to tighten that shit up, bro, because y'all about to fuck a lot of people up. At least 7 of them in my crib. You feel me? So, word out, spread.
Look, for the people who genuinely rely on EBT and food assistance, it's a tough situation, no doubt about that. But here's where things get complicated. There are also cases where some individuals could probably increase their hours, pick up extra shifts, or maybe start working if they're not already. And that's the part that frustrates a lot of taxpayers. Because when support systems get misused, it doesn't just hurt the system, it makes it harder for the people who truly need that help to be taken seriously.
The food stamps program is administered by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They proudly report that they distribute free meals and food stamps to 46 million people on an annual basis. Meanwhile, the National Park Service, ran by the U.S. Department of Interior, ask us to please do not feed the animals when we visit the parks. Their stated reason for this policy is being that the animals will grow accustomed and dependent on the handouts, and they will never learn to take care of themselves.
That has got to be by far one of the best examples of a video, or the best example of a video to explain this EBT crisis or this EBT abuse in America. Well said, sir. Seriously.
Honestly, I'm with that last guy on this one. He made a solid point. When someone has depended on EBT for decades, it can become more than just temporary help. It turns into a lifestyle. And if that support was meant to be short-term, but it stretches into 15 or 20 years, getting off it later becomes way harder. Not always because they can't, but because it's familiar. It's what they've known for most of their adult life. And when something feels normal for that long, change can be uncomfortable, even if it's necessary.
It's official. We are in a recession. My baby just asked for some waffles, but I cannot give her waffles because we didn't get our stamps like we were supposed to. Instead, I had to fix her some cinnamon toast. That is bread with cinnamon on it. I officially hate life, and I wish I wasn't here. Goodbye.
Honestly, what she's going through, especially with a child involved, is really tough. No one wants to see a parent struggling like that. But at the same time, life can hit pretty hard. And when it does, sometimes the only option is to tighten up, stay focused, and push a little harder than before. It's not always fair. It's not always easy. But in certain moments, extra effort is the only thing that moves you forward.
Come shopping with me at Sam's Club as a recently unemployed wife to a family of 9 using EBT. Anyway, we've officially made it through 1 month of summer break, and man, did it deplete literally everything we had in the house last. Despite my best efforts to keep a budget, I absolutely failed. I went over by more than $100 at Sam's, and I'm sure I'll pay for that later in the month. But I didn't really have a choice in my defense because these kids depleted every single thing we had in the fridge, pantry, and freezer. Anyway, this is nothing new. It happens every single year during summer break, so I'm not even surprised in the slightest. I would also like to state here, this is not a complaint, but I digress. Anyway, my daughter decided that she wanted to play that little game where you go up and down the aisle and point to something, and when the person says stop, whatever you land on is what you buy. She cheated. She wanted hot chips, so she changed it at the very last second. But whatever, I let her get what she wanted. And last but certainly not least, thank you to Sam's Club for giving us this pizza and this ice cream for free. We appreciate it.
It's honestly crazy watching someone act like EBT and SNAP are some kind of challenge to win. These programs are meant to help people get through hard times, not to be treated like a strategy game. And then you look at the cart. Sure, there are a few decent items in there, but let's be real. Most of it is sugary snacks and heavily processed stuff that doesn't exactly improve anyone's health. That's not survival shopping, that's impulse shopping. If assistance is meant to support families, it should actually support their well-being, not just fun junk food runs.
Surprise, surprise, man. A lot of fraud has been going on within the EBT motherfucking system, and they just found out that over 5,000 people drawing EBT benefits is fucking dead. Over 5,000 of them, and over 500,000 people that's been drawing benefits is drawing them motherfuckers twice. How in the fuck do you draw food stamps twice on the same motherfucking Social Security number and the same name? That shit baffles me. I don't know how in the fuck they've been getting away with that shit. There's a lot of fraud been going on within the EBT system, man. And now I'm pretty sure that food stamps is going to be a lot harder to motherfucking get than what they've been able to in the past. I'm sure they're going to make it a lot more qualifications or a lot more shit you got to do to get EBT benefits. Because before, all you really had to do was say you was homeless and didn't have a job and you was hungry and you could get them. But I think they're going to make it a little more difficult than that to get EBT now, being they have found so much motherfucking fraud within the system.
It's honestly disappointing that a small group of people decide to abuse the system for their own gain. Because when that happens, it doesn't just affect them, it damages trust in the entire program. And the sad part? The ones who truly rely on EBT and food assistance end up facing more scrutiny, more restrictions, and more judgment. A few bad decisions can create consequences for thousands of families who are just trying to get by. And that's what makes it so unfortunate.
It's baffling to me that some people feel like other people need to earn food.
Not on my tax dollars. Nope. Me.
Like, it's baffling, completely, utterly baffling to me.
A quick, very important update on SNAP benefits being taken away. If you've never experienced hunger, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's all. Donate to your local food banks.
Like that last woman mentioned, there are usually backup options out there. Most communities have food banks, local charities, and different support programs to help people get through tough times. So in most cases, it's not about having absolutely nothing. It's about being willing to look for those resources and use them. And yeah, sometimes that might mean cutting back, feeling a little uncomfortable, or going without certain extras for a while. But struggle doesn't always mean defeat. Sometimes it's just a temporary season where you have to stay patient, stay hungry, figuratively and literally, and put in the effort to improve your situation. It's not easy, but growth rarely is.
Okay, so me and my husband just left Fry's, and we just got our, $60 in cash. It's like 2 bags worth of groceries, and the person in front of us left their receipt. Didn't speak a lick of English, so assumed that they were not, they're probably illegal, because you gotta learn language to get citizenship, right? But I was like, whatever, free receipt, because I have one of those receipt scanner things. And then I look at the receipt. My husband's pretty pissed, because on this receipt, they buy nothing but wine and soda, but they have an $1,800 food stamp balance. $1,800 food stamp balance. What the hell? You tell me immigrants aren't getting food stamps, but this immigrant has $1,897.37 as their balance. Their balance. It's their balance. It's what
So
they have
next
left.
time a liberal representative goes on TV and tells you this shit ain't happening, you can call bullshit. Or your fucking stupid fucking liberal friend tells you that this can't happen or something. There you go. I'm paying for it. We're paying for this shit. So, yeah. We shouldn't be happy about this. We should be fucking going insane about this shit. I am. I'm fucking losing my mind. I can't fucking believe that we are paying for these motherfuckers. We can't get shit. We can't get any help at all. And these motherfuckers are sitting there.
And he works. He works. You know? It's just, you know, I'm on disability and I'm trying to get my food stamps and...
She's on disability, but she's not getting disability because they keep fucking, you know, rejecting her, saying that she's got COPD.
Emphysema.
She can't get any fucking help, you know, at all. She can't work, she can't do anything, she barely walk down the fucking street, but they won't give her a fucking dime. They keep fucking, you know, rejecting her. Yet this fucking illegal is making $800. Buying beer and fucking, you know, or wine and fucking Coke.
Soda. Yeah, well, I think it's like Dr. Pepper. Let's see. Dr. Pepper, Barefoot Red.
We have a right to be pissed off
Apple
about this.
Gala.
We have a right to complain about
Oh,
this.
they got some patties. Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Man.
Fucking bullshit.
At least they didn't have a cash balance, but still $1,800 in food stamps. Almost $1,900, because mind you, this is $1,897. That's left over after, you know, their little soda spree. Bullshit.
I think most of you can picture that feeling. You're barely covering your own bills, and then you see someone else receiving benefits. That can hit a nerve. When money's tight, emotions run high. So yeah, I get why some people feel frustrated watching that situation unfold. And if benefits that are meant for essentials are being used on things that don't really fall into that category, like alcohol, that's definitely going to raise eyebrows. Programs like EBT are supposed to help with basic needs. When it looks like they're being stretched beyond that purpose, it naturally sparks concern. And that's where a lot of the tension comes from.
Your favorite freeloader. Hey, thank you for your tax dollar. I'm eating really good. Thank you for taking care of me. I love you, Americans. You've been such a hospitality. Not hostility. You show us hospitality. That's good. I get to eat 5 times a day. Before, it was 80 cents. They used to send us back in Africa, 80 cents. Now, I get this EBT card loaded each month with 400 to 500. The freeloader, your favorite freeloader. I'm enjoying myself. Enjoying this food. Taking vacation here. I'm in my free house provided for me.
To do that, but the government takes care of you? That's a joke, and we can't even take care of our own people? You guys literally take over neighborhoods. You live in the same damn house. You pay it off, you buy the next house, and so on and so forth. You guys got mini marts, corner stores, you name it. You guys literally destroy cities.
This is pissing me off to the max, right? Because look at what you're causing. Tension.
At the start, this guy was basically showing off, talking big about all the benefits he was getting, and acting like gaming the system was some kind of achievement. Almost like he was proud of living off government support without contributing much back. But by the end, completely different energy. The confidence faded. The bragging stopped. You could see it on his face. Suddenly there wasn't much to say. It's funny how loud people can be when they feel untouchable, and how quiet things get when reality starts to sink in.
I'm already getting comments from people saying there are other options. Okay, fine. Okay, there are some other options. But tell me right now. You tell me. You claim there's so many other options. So many other options besides food stamps. Show me the list. Get that shit in my hand. Put it here. Come on. You wanna use that argument? Oh, there's other options. Hand it here. Provide it to them. Be a decent fucking human being and help people. You know that there's all these other options? Help people. Why don't you show these people these other options? Instead of just sitting here claiming, oh, there's other options. Provide it to me. Put that shit in my hand.
Most of us have probably heard of food banks, but I'm not so sure this woman is aware of them. The good news? You can always donate to or volunteer at your local food bank to make a difference. And if you're someone who genuinely needs help, it's completely possible to reach out and use these resources. There's support out there. You just have to know where to look.
These Haitians, this scam SNAP out of $7 million. And it wasn't only them. It was a community of Haitians. These two Haitians owned two stores that was side by side. They weren't no more than 120 square feet. So all these SNAP redemption transactions sent red alerts to the databases. So SNAP sent USDA sent one of their agents to study this store. And they compared the store to several other supermarkets in the area. So that store was only 120 square feet. They compared it to stores that was anywhere from 20,000 square feet to 60,000 square feet. And they monitor the SNAP redemption transactions. So out of all these 7 supermarkets, their daily transactions was like $44. They 10% of their transactions were maybe $90 and up. But when it comes to these two Haitian stores, which is only 120 square feet, their transactions, their SNAP redemption transactions were averaged to $200 plus. And they had people coming from out of state to Mattapan, Massachusetts, coming from Florida, coming from New York, doing like 2,000, 3,000 SNAP transactions. So basically they were buying SNAP benefits from the SNAP recipients and redeeming them as cash with the government. Now they caught up. This is I'm telling y'all, SNAP benefits is about to become more strict. They're going to become stricter on releasing SNAP benefits to people because there's too many scams like this going on. There's too many scams, and it's all going to fall back on the American people that really need it.
$7 million? Yeah, you heard that right. $7 million. That's an amount most people will never even see in their entire lifetime. And yet somehow, these two managed to scam that exact amount out of SNAP. Absolutely wild. It's the kind of thing that makes your jaw drop. Like, how does someone even do that?
Know what else hasn't been covered for a while? My testosterone. It's been $62 per week out of pocket, which is why I haven't been on it for months. It's causing health issues. It's causing hormonal problems. It's really not a good thing all around. I'm also on Medicaid. Medicaid is on the line to be cut. If I don't have health insurance, that's even more money out of pocket. So you know what I'm not doing this year? I'm not paying taxes because this government does not represent me. No taxation without representation. If you guys aren't willing to pay as a community to help people like me and people who are different from you, then people like us aren't going to be willing to help you either.
Sure, technically you could try to dodge your taxes, but posting about it online? Really? I mean, come on. The IRS is probably keeping tabs, and here you are confessing in public. It blows my mind that people actually think this is a smart move. But stick around because the last clip, it's absolutely unbelievable. You do not want to miss it.
Think that my taxpayer money that I work so hard for, that my salary gets cut, we get a tax cut from our salary. You think I think that money should go to people who cheated the system and are here illegally being a criminal? You think I should pay for their health care? Are you out of your freaking mind?
The daughter of people who arrived in the United States legally expressed her general outrage at those who demand her money be used to support cheaters.
We actually want the trillions of dollars to pay for people who are not eligible for disability, who are not elders, and who are not American citizens, but they still deserve healthcare, and the Americans need to pay for it.
A TikToker stated liberals who care so much about illegal immigrants in words do nothing in practice. Many users sided with the girl and remembered their loved ones who waited for years to do things right.
I probably don't even need to point it out, but it can be really frustrating to see this happen. I know a lot of you watching have worked hard for years, or have family who did, to come here the right way. That makes moments like this even harder to watch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me which clip blew your mind the most. I'll catch you in the next one.